Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Pegleg. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me. Hope you stick around through the whole video. I know most of you won't. Most people are 5 to 10 minutes at most, but that's okay. Watch what you want. But I would appreciate it if you stuck around. Anyways, not for any particular reason, except for I'm selfish. I want to see your face. Anyways, hopefully by now you've seen the video up. Gifts from Soap Thing, what Ben sent me. One thing I found in the box that I did not know was there, even after my wife and I went through it last night. I couldn't open that on camera. That was just too much. It was wrapped in paper and it got mixed in with some of the other papers they were using for padding around the stuff. And I found it when I was emptying the box out so I could put all the soaps in it for storage for right now. An Opus brush handle. Isn't that neat? Is the camera picking up that it's copper, not brown? Or copper brown? Maybe a bronze? I don't know. Copper brown, I would say. Is it picking that up? Yeah, it is. Right there. You see it right in there. It's nice with cream. It's a nice handle. Gotta get a knot for that. It's beautiful. Thank you, Ben. Didn't know that was in there. Appreciate it. Now, back to the shave. Razor today. Bali BR179. Little rose gold twist open. The 177, BR177 is the chrome version. They're made in China. They're pot metal. They're nothing fancy. They're $5 to $7. Blade in it is the I just want to make sure you can read it. Supermax Blue Diamond. On its third use, excuse me. This one, there's no click over, but it's got a nice tight, you can feel it. It's closed, you feel it closed, and then it's got that more, you got to really give it a little bit of pressure to close it down. It's not, this isn't going to come, see, it's not going to come loose. Giving it a little bit, like some do. That's locked in there pretty good. And one of the soaps Ben did send me, and actually one of the soaps my wife wasn't too fond of, she's kind of like, no. ToBS Jermyn Street collection. Now, I don't have any ToBS. This is my first ToBS, and they are creamy. This would almost be better to drag some out on the finger, wipe it on your brush, wipe it on your face, then face lather, as opposed to a bowl lather. Almost better. If bowl lather, okay. I'm just saying they're really creamy, and I couldn't get the shit off my finger to get to stick to the bowl. That's why I say be better off wiping on your skin. Anyways, scent notes. Let's see, I'm going to read off the website. Modern fresh fourgette fragrance with bergamot, lemon, lime, and lavender, supported by a heart of geranium, neroli, and amber, resting on a substantive base of musk, patchouli, and vanilla. See, I read the scent notes on that, and I wonder why the wife didn't like that one that much, because I have other soaps that have very similar scent notes that she does like. I'm gonna guess, and I hope I'm guessing right, that this is gonna be a soap that smells better on me than out of the tub, at least for her. And if not, tough cookies. At least it's not one of the soaps she said if you use that, you're sleeping alone. Well, she says that thinking I'm sleeping on the couch, but that ain't gonna happen. I've had that bed for 40 years. It's a waterbed frame with a memory foam mattress in it. I've had that bed since I was 20 years old. I've had it for 40 years. If anybody's sleeping alone in that bed, hi, she can have the couch. I will draw the footprint right there. Okay, let's get on with this. This Bali's on the mild side. Oh, he also sent me the Hendrix stainless steel bowl, which probably helped whip this lather up real nice. This is a nameless brush that Matthew Shaves, Matthew Lawrence sent me. It's a soft badger knot. It's not a lot of backbone. It splays rather easily. So I like that. Has anybody else used this and HC&C's James Bond? Because it's giving me Bond vibes. It most certainly is giving me Bond vibes. And she likes Bond. Well, we're kind of creamy, aren't we? Add some water to that. Oh, okay. I thought it was a hair, but it wasn't. It was just a line of soap. Well, looks like my carpet's gonna get cleaned. Well, not carpet, I should. It's just a little foot rub that you like put in front of the counter, so you're not standing on hard tile, killing your back. I had that handle full of soap. I had to rinse it off. It is definitely giving me, oh my God, you don't believe what I just did. You will not believe what I just did. I'm gonna turn that off. I just dumped a whole pan of water all over the place. Well, there's nothing I can do. I might as well finish the shave. Might as well finish the shave. There's nothing I can do. I just dumped a whole pan of water. Everywheres. I mean, everywheres. Okay, let's finish the shave. It's just water. There was a hair. Look at it. Yes, I am working on the Pope video for you guys, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to have to give you a condensed version and just give you the more juicy, gossipy type Popes, because there's a lot of them where it's just eh. And then there's a lot of them that are like, you salacious son of a bitch. So we'll stick with the SOBs. How about that? And I'm going to do it as its own video. No shaving, no nothing. I'm just going to sit here and read you my notes about what I found. How about that? Because what I've already found to talk about while shaving would take me 5 shaves to get through. Yeah, it's mild. I'm getting cleaned up, but you know, it's not all gone. It's not all gone. Wow. Still needs more water. That was mostly, that's really pasty. So let me know, guys, is ToBS always like this? I have, the peaks in the bowl were soft. They were, I mean, usually they come up, I like them to come up and then just kind of flop over. They were come up and just drop them right back down in the bowl. But I get it on my face and it's kind of still in the pasty phase. I don't know if that was just because what was loaded into squeezed into the brush, it didn't lather properly. Man, oh man, this stuff is booming. Good shit, Maynard. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that water on the floor, because I just mopped this floor like 3 days ago, and guess what? I had to use water to do that, so. The only thing is I got a cardboard box on the other side of the counter that I use to store extra razors and stuff in. So I'm probably going to have to pull everything out of that and dry it off and find a different box. Or stick that box out on the porch for 5 minutes so to dry out. Because guys, it's been flipping hot around here. And no, there was nothing to talk about history-wise today. Unless you want to talk about ice cream. Which, no. Sorry, not going to happen. I'll tell you why. In a minute. What brought me to the attention of ice cream to talk about for possibility was the first ad for ice cream in the United States was in 1777 in the New York Gazette. Now, a lot of you may not know the ice cream was been around since 1777, which I did. I knew it was around in the Middle Ages, and it was. But I did not know the first documented mention of ice cream or ice cream type dish, because ice cream back in the day a lot of times was a snow cone, basically, and they called that ice cream. They took shaved ice, snow, and they added syrups or spices to it, and they ate it. Alexander the Great ate it. Okay? And the first written, documented case of ice cream being mentioned was from around 600 BC in Persia. So we're going to talk about ice cream a little bit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We all like, you scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream, right? But anyways, the reason I wasn't going to talk about it too much, and I'm going to talk about it anyways, was it gave all these references for this recipe or that recipe, the first recipe for this country, the first recipe for this country were in this and that and the other, and or was first mentioned by this guy or that guy. And it's like, when it got to France, oh my God, are the French proud of their flippin' names. There was one magazine that had to have 12 words in the name that none of them I would have sat here and pronounced right. Not one. It was like, are you nuts? Say, Le Magazine. Done. You're good. I mean, the whole, well, I could have gotten one word right because the whole thing went through and the last 2 words were La Francais. Why didn't you just say that in the first flipping place, you twat? Excuse my French. Excuse me. It's like, you know, there's people that speak real languages out here that don't need to go through all that to read just the name of the... You know, that was like, reading the name of the magazine was like reading an article. It was like, holy crap. But anyways, one thing I did read that was interesting was Henry VIII. You know, Henry VIII. Henry VIII. He made his cook swear upon death never to hand out the recipe that he had for ice cream, that it should be only for royalty. It should never be for the common people. He had to swear upon death that he'd never give away his recipe. Most chefs would do that anyways, but if they have a really good recipe. But yeah, her ice cream was to be for royalty only. The common slobs couldn't have it. Well, guess what? Us common slobs like the shit. You fat fuck. Anyways. It was a third pass, wasn't it? It's... Alright, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something here. Oh yeah. I don't need soap. There's plenty of residual slickness with this stuff. Sorry guys, my language is such that I don't care. I reached that age where if my language hurts your feelings, turn the shit off. I'm not here to protect your feelings or your sensibilities. I normally don't swear too much, but then there's other days where I just don't care. And if you get offended, guess what happens when you get offended? Nothing. Turn the page. Continue on with life. You getting broken bones? Are you bleeding? No? Then go on with life. Because these kids today could not cut it in our time, guys. Couldn't make it. They'd all die from brain aneurysms. Pretty good. DFS, not BB. I don't think I can get a BBS out of that. Not with my fat face. If you had a skinny, tight face, you probably could, but I can't. They couldn't live in our time, guys. They couldn't. Andrew Dice Clay, George Carlin, Sam Kinison, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, they'd have a brain aneurysm. Listen to those comics alone. They'd die. they'd be running for a safe space. Now here in America, they watch an episode of Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons, All in the Family, even Married with Children, which wasn't that long ago. They'd all be on 911. Oh, my feelings are hurt. He hurt my feelings. Our forefathers who died on the beaches in Europe, storming the beaches, would roll over, or are rolling over in their graves with what has been produced in the world today. Those guys were 17, 18, 19, some of them 16, 15, storming the beaches. Ramp drops, machine gun fire hits them. They're trying to run through the water onto the sand to try and get behind the dunes so they don't get shot. And these assholes are like, he said something offensive that hurt my feelings. They're rolling over in their graves, guys. They really are. There's give them some ice cream. Maybe they'll feel better. Always makes me feel better. I got nothing on the cheeks. I got maybe a point on the neck. Oh, that's the HomeLike shaving alum stick. I've just been watching videos on YouTube, and I've been watching some of these candy asses cry about stupid shit. The women arguing for abortions. It's just a clump of cells. Well, so are you, honey. You're just a clump of cells. It's the woman's choice. She gives life. No. Now, this I already knew. I heard somebody say it today, but this I already knew. The woman does not give life. She grows life. The man gives the life, because without his seed, there is no life. The man gives the life. He produces the life. The woman grows it. She nurtures it. She does not give it. Remember that, fellas. You get one of these candy asses that starts their shit on you, you can put them in their place. Voila. It's just... I'm going a little heavy on the creamy side. No, we're going this way. I don't care. I need to get moving. I've been spending too much time yakking. I haven't had a rant in a while, have I? It's good to rant. Get the shit off your chest. Yeah, this video is gonna probably be late going up, guys, because the video before this that gets posted with the gifts from Soap Thing Project from Ben, I tried uploading it 3 times, and all 3 times when I started it, it said 3 hours and 52 minutes to upload, and it's not that long of a video. I'm like, what are you, nuts? So I'm taking it, YouTube's servers must be very, very busy today. Lots of people uploading stuff. So when that gets done uploading, I will upload this one, and it'll probably be uploading overnight. Because if that shorter video is going to take 4 hours, this one's probably going to take 8. But once again, thank you, Ben. That is I like that scent. That reminds me of HC&C Bond. I don't know why, but it does. Probably because they're similar. And thank you for the HC&C bowl. I really like that bowl. I wanted to get one, but you guys know me. I'm cheap. I wasn't paying $30+ for a flipping bowl. Sorry, that ain't happening. I've got one up there. That one right there. That was like 22 bucks. And it's cast iron. Not thin stainless steel. That won't bend. That won't break except for your toes when you drop it on your toe. That's doing damage if you drop it on something. That thing's freaking heavier than hell. That's like toting a concrete block around. It's cast iron. Got it on Amazon if you're interested in getting one. Make sure your shipping's free though, because that thing's heavy. Make sure your order's free shipping. I'm hoping by Tuesday I hear from iRobot. I think I told you guys I had to get a new vacuum. New robotic vacuum. And I got an iRobot. They had one that was on sale that was normally $229.99. I got it for $179.99 on Amazon. It comes in, I put it on the charger to charge up. I'm reading the directions. You gotta log into their website, download the manual to learn how to set it up, because it's Wi-Fi. You don't get a remote with these things anymore, and there's no remote like for your TV. It's on the phone. It's an app on your phone, and you got to download it. It's I hate that shit. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Give me a remote, please. The only good thing about that is I could be out and about town and go, oh damn, I need to run the vacuum, and call it up. It hits the Wi-Fi, and boom, it starts. But I don't have 5G network here. We don't have it yet, not in this area. We should, but we don't. They're saying there's delays. Okay, whatever. There's delays. Okay. Hallelujah. Anyways, the HomeLike shaving stick again, or alum stick again shaving stick. Anyways, my router name is Spectrum 5G-2G something. Well, as soon as it sees that 5G, a notice comes up saying this device does not support 5G. It only runs on 2.4, so you need to change your shit back to 2.4. Well, I'm on 2.4. But it's seeing it says 5G, so it ain't gonna hook up. So I had to, and that router's not mine, so it wasn't easy for me to find. I'm not computer savvy, but I finally figured out how to get in and change the router name. And I had fun with that, because I said, what am I going to name this router? Oh yeah, you know, people drive around sometimes and they're looking for open internet access, or somebody's friend comes by and they want to use the internet and they got to log in. Mine says NSA, as in National Security Agency, Van 3. NSA in caps, Van in lowercase, and 3, the number 3. NSA Van 3. So, and the great thing about it, the neighbor across the street and one door down, he has a work van he parks out in front of his house at night. So, alright. Dickinson's Witch Hazel. So anyways, I gotta see what time we're at. I'm probably way the hell over. Oh yeah, I'm up. Oh, 31 minutes. Alright, let me do this real quick. So anyways, I got the name changed. And it still won't hook up. So I had to call them, find out what the hell's going on with your shit here. And the girl I was talking to, India call center, go figure. I have the splash for Jermyn Street. So anyways, she tried helping me out as much as she could, and she couldn't figure out why I wasn't hooking up either. She understood at first when it said couple squirts in the hand, when it said 5-2G, and I thought that's what the problem was, because the notice came up saying this thing doesn't operate on 5G, and I said no, I'm 2.4. So anyways, she didn't know problem with it. So she put a ticket in to the tech department. So that's what I called on the little prompty things on the phone. You need to speak technical, and I get her, who doesn't know shit. Anyways, oh, Nivea Max Hydration, just a little dab of you. So anyways, they're supposed to email me back by Tuesday. She said usually within 2 business days they get back to you. But since it's the weekend coming up, this was on Friday. Since it's the weekend coming up, it'll probably be by Tuesday. I said, great, that's fine. Just, it's still got push buttons on the top. You can press it to go clean. But if you want it to go home to charge, you got to catch the goddamn thing and press the button. It's also got a neat feature for spot cleaning. You press the button on it, it says spot. You put it down in the center. It'll go around in circles. Keep making the circle bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger. If it hits a wall, it'll follow the wall, blah, blah, blah. But it stays within a confined area. And when you got it to that area that you want clean, you press that button again, and it will only clean that area. Now, if you send it home and press clean again after it recharges, it'll go to that spot. Unless you have, there's a sequence of buttons you got to push of the spot button so many times, or hold it down. I think it's hold down for 3 seconds and it clears it. It'll go back to that spot and just clean that area again. It's kind of cool, but anyways, I don't need that. I just wanted to go around and pick up all the flipping dog hair, because my dog sheds like me. Alright guys, appreciate you being here, my babbling. Gotta go. It's almost 35, 33 and a half. By the time I sign out, almost 35. Anyways guys, Bali BR179. The 177 is chrome. This is rose gold. Had a Supermax blue diamond titanium. See? Nice sturdy blade. Taylor Bond Street, Jermyn Street. Nice. I like the scent. Reminds me of Bond from HC&C. And with that, I will say thank you, Ben, for the goodies. I appreciate it. Thank you very much once again. I will enjoy the ones I'm keeping, and I will be using those for the next few shaves. Alright guys, thank you very much. Enough of the babbling fat guy. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.